Over the past year, there's been so many new TV shows premiering on the various streaming services and networks. It's very hard for one to choose from a number of TV shows. We've come up with a list of what we think are the top 10 new TV shows released this year. All of these are the TV shows are rated according to the reviews. At number 1, the best new TV show released this year is The Terminal List on Prime Video. This action thriller based on the book of the same name by Jack Carr features a fantastic cast including Chris Pratt as Lieutenant Commander James Reese. After his platoon of Navy SEALs is ambushed, Reese returns home to discover new evidence putting his life and those close to him in danger. In this show, performances are superb with plenty of action and thrilling plot twists. The show feels like a big-budget movie done right with high viewership numbers along with awesome reviews. Prime Video is expected to renew The Terminal List for a second season. At number 2 is Severance. The science fiction psychological thriller on Apple TV Plus is one of the most original series in years. It stars Adam Scott as Mark, a worker for the biotechnology company Lumen Industries. Mark leads a team of office workers who take part in the Severance medical procedure program, which separates non-work memories from work memories. Severance gets better with each new episode leading up to its near-perfect season finale. Apple has renewed Severance for a second season. At number 3 is the prequel to Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, broadcast on HBO and HBO Max. This action-adventure fantasy series is set to 100 years before the events of Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon covers the events leading up to and covering the Targaryen War of Succession, known as the Dance of the Dragon. While not as great as got in its earlier seasons, it's still quite better than its last. Great performances and stunning cinematography are the highlights. HBO has renewed House of the Dragon for a second season. In at number 4 on Prime Video is Reacher. This action crime thriller is based on the very popular Jack Reacher series of books by Lee Child. It stars Alan Richardson in the lead role as a former U.S. Army military policeman. The story follows Reacher, who falsely gets arrested for murder in the fictional town of Margrave, Georgia. Upon getting freed, Jack works with investigators to expose a huge conspiracy with corrupt politicians, police officers, and businessmen. Reacher is renewed for a second season. At number 5 is Blackbird, the 6-episode crime drama miniseries on Apple TV Plus. It is based on actual events. Stars Taron Egerton as Jimmy Keene, who is sentenced to 10 years in prison but cuts a deal with the FBI to befriend a suspected serial killer to find out where the bodies of 18 women have been buried. Story of the series is absolutely fascinating with strong performances from the entire cast, including the late great Ray Liotta as Jimmy's father, who passed away earlier this year. At number 6 on our list is Peacemaker, created by James Gunn. This dark comedy action drama on HBO Max is a spin-off from the DC Comics film, The Suicide Squad, and is set after the events of that film. It stars John Cena reprising his role as Peacemaker after recovering from injuries from the aforementioned film. Peacemaker joins forces with a mysterious black operations group to identify and eliminate creatures who have taken over human bodies around the world. Coming in at number 7, Andor, an action-adventure sci-fi thriller on Disney Plus, is a prequel to the Star Wars spin-off film Rogue One. Stars Diego Luna as thief-turned-rebel, Spy Cash, and Andor, along with a great ensemble cast of characters. It takes place during the time that a rebel alliance is forming in opposition to the Galactic Empire. If you've been turned off by the cutesy nature of the other Star Wars shows on Disney Plus, you'll be pleasantly surprised and/or feels like it's intended for a grown-up audience. Disney Plus has renewed Andor for a second season that will lead up to the events of Rogue One. Coming in at number 8 is Slow Horses, a spy thriller on Apple TV Plus is based on the novel of the same name. The series follows a team of dysfunctional Mi-5 agents and their obnoxious boss. Jackson Lamb, played superbly by Gary Oldman. This group of service rejects looking for redemption navigate the espionage world smoke and mirrors to defend England from sinister forces. Slow Horses is so fantastic that not only has it been renewed for a second season, Apple has already renewed it for a third and fourth season as well. At number 9 is the science fiction adventure drama Star Trek: Strange New World. The show is great for fans at Star Trek who've waited patiently for a decent series to watch in the Star Trek universe. This is actually the first series of the Star Trek universe in nearly 20 years since Star Trek Enterprise that you'll actually want to watch. Star Trek: Strange New Worlds on Paramount Plus is a spin-off of Star Trek Discovery, which some people refer to as STD. This series takes place during the decade before the original series of Star Trek broadcast way back in the mid to late 1960s. It follows Captain Christopher Pike and his crew of the USS Enterprise as they explore new worlds, which are likely strange, hence the name of the show. Coming in at number 10 is The Dropout. This 8-episode drama miniseries on Hulu is based on a true story. Dropout follows the more likable Elizabeth Holmes after dropping out of college, who becomes the founder of the disgraced biotechnology company Theranos. Amanda Seyfried's portrayal of Holmes is near perfect, especially when depicting Holmes copying the voice of Mark Zuckerberg. Simply marvelous.